Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Return from Beagle Point. We are continuing our journey back to the bubble, having visited Beagle Point, and let's see, quickly go through where we are now, where we're going. So for all of the new viewers who are joining us just now, we're currently right there. We went all the way out to Beagle Point over here and started our journey way back over here at the bubble. Too many buttons. What am I looking for? I am looking for number 1. That's what I'm looking for. We currently have 139 jumps left to our next waypoint. You know what? Let's see if we can, what am I doing? Galaxy map. Let's see if we can actually target Shinrarta Desmond now. Oh, it's close enough we can just target it. Now we can know exactly how many jumps we have left. What am I doing here? So it's going to sit here and it's going to plot. We'll see exactly how many jumps we have left until we get back. 17,000, probably like 300. We'll see. We'll see. It's plotting. We'll get ourselves into Super Cruise. But anyways, the purpose of the journey has been to increase our exobiology skill up to the elite status, as well as hopefully make enough money to purchase a fleet carrier and head back out into the black with all of our ships. How many jumps? Right around 300. Very nice. We might do some variety content once we get back to the bubble, just to hang out and do that. And I think I gotta check out my. I did. If you watched the last episode, you know that I was struggling with my throttle. Turns out that somehow I had the wrong joystick. I had the wrong joystick. I've been using the wrong joystick. I have a lot of dead zone in this. Why am I having a lot of... Anyways, I have one joystick that has a lot of play in it and causes a lot of like jittering around in the joystick axis, in the actual stick axis, and apparently it's starting to happen with the throttle axis as well. I went into the system settings and looked at all of that, looked at the axes and all of that stuff, and it was kind of jittering around. And I was like, this one's dying too. Great, because I've had one that's been that way for a while, and I had one that was really solid and good, and I always use that as my primary joystick, and I would use the jittery one for my thrusting around because I didn't really need crazy precision even in that setting. But apparently somehow I got mixed up, and I had the jittery one as my joystick out here on my desk, and my good one's been sitting in the freaking container for... It's been sitting in my little container of joystick stuff for a while, so... I don't know what the heck happened there. I don't know how I screwed that up. But I did. I got a rocky ice world. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a rocky ice world. Let's go ahead and move on. We're looking for high metal content planets that preferably have 2 biological signatures. That's going to give us the Stratum Tectonicus, which is going to be our 90 million credit with first footfall thing. We currently have a little under 6 trillion credits, or 6 billion credits. 6 billion credits, not trillion. Not trillion. 6 billion credits. we're a little under 6 billion credits, like right under the line there. So we need another billion credits to get back to the bubble and have the 7 billion that I'd like to have to purchase the fleet carrier, outfit the fleet carrier, and have enough money left over for, you know, a decent amount of weekly payments in reserve, and also just being able to outfit ships and things like that. I don't want to be broke right after we buy the fleet carrier. That's really going to suck if we do it that way. So, yep, that's where we are right now. Yeah, my throttle also feels a lot more solid on this joystick too. So, yeah, I don't know how I did that. I really, it's been bugging me for the last several episodes, trying to bring the throttle all the way down to use the full spectrum system scanner, and it just won't go all the way down. And I did verify that once I put it all the way, once I flap because it's a little tiny flippy throttle or whatever, and once I flipped it all the way down, I was looking at the thing, and it was just kind of jittering there, and that's what's been causing my problems with bringing the throttle all the way down, and then I try to do things, and then it just keeps bringing it all the way back down because it's registering movement. So there's a problem with the joystick. It's a cheap Logitech Extreme 3D Pro set. I bought a pair of them to do dual joystick combat and flying around and all that stuff, and it works fine for that. But anytime I need precision stuff, having things that move around like that's quite annoying. So it is what it is. That's fine. It's nice to know we only have 300 jumps left to get ourselves back to the bubble. Let's say we get 10 10 to 15 jumps per episode, assuming, you know, we don't find anything super early on in an episode. That's what, 30, let's estimate high and say 30 jumps every 2 episodes, 60 jumps every 4 episodes. We do 5 episodes a week. So, yeah, another 2 or 3 weeks of, well, hold on. 60 jumps, 75 jumps a week. 7 times 3 is 21. I don't know how many. I suck at doing math in my head. I'd have to actually sit down and figure it out. Or you guys can let me know in the comments. How long do you think it's going to be for us to get back? Okay, why is my yaw rate? Okay, this is the bad joystick. So both of my joysticks are just bad then. Because I have a lot of dead zone in my yaw rate, and it's still yanking me off to the left. That's really annoying. Boo. So if I don't have one problem, I have another. I may just have to suck it up and go back to doing mouse and keyboard only. Or just keyboard only. I'm comfortable flying that way. If I'm gonna have to use a... Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Fuel sweeping. System scan complete.
I'm gonna try increasing the dead zone a little bit more, just to see if I can null that out. But, I mean, look at this. My hand's completely off the joystick. I'm really tired of having to fight with controls. Let's see. Flight rotation, the yaw axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jeez, man. What am I looking for? Oh, not that. I'm looking for... Oh, because I'm trying to go over into graphics. Duh. Oh, open the menu. Thank you. Flight rotation. Yaw axis. I'm going to put it at like halfway. It's still... Jeez, man. I'm gonna have to, like, completely... Okay. That seems to have... more or less... But still, I'm having to give up half of my... I'm having to give up half of my axis to get rid of the unwanted pickup there, so that's quite irritating. I know the reality is I just need to buy a new joystick, but I don't have money for that, so just gotta live with it. Super frustrating. Yeah, I'm having to, like... Oh, but now it's...
Fuel sweeping complete.
Now I'm actually having to turn it really far, so I don't know what's going on with this. Let me try putting it back where it was. This is really annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 10 is what I've been using. Okay, well now it's working. Now it's shifting back to the left again. That's all right. You know what? I'm tired of. I'm just tired of screwing with joysticks. So. I'm gonna go joystickless for now. And that said, I'm going to show you guys my control setup for just doing keyboard then, since I'm not able to do it the way I want to. So yaw left is, let's see, I think that way. Right. Roll left, roll right. Pitch up, pitch down. And then my thrust controls are my numpads. So thrust left, thrust right, thrust up, thrust down, thrust forward, thrust back. Oops. Thrust backward. I have to press. I'm having to press the buttons twice to get this to work. Let's see. Flight miscellaneous. I don't think. Oh wait. Yeah. R and F are fine. Let's see. Miscellaneous. I'm looking for landing gear. Left control. Is that what I? Landing gear is my no, hold on. Landing gear is my number 2. This is down. Think that's it. Okay, and then and then yeah, there we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
All right, Well, we'll be doing keyboard from now on. I'm tired of screwing with joysticks. Whoa, why am I getting... That was weird. Getting over input on my keyboard input there, so I don't think I have my mouse stuff enabled, and the joystick is unplugged now, so it shouldn't be doing anything. Oh, that's right. I gotta fix my weapons. I knew there was something I was missing. So weapons, I need space and shift. Okay, there we go. We'll get all this down eventually. Oh, crap. All right, 5 bodies here. The nice thing about doing the keyboard only setup is that with the way I do it, I can have it set up where I can just one-hand it when we're out in space like this.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, well, this is what it's going to be from now on. I won't be nearly as smooth when we're skimming across the ground and everything, because I'm not going to have the same kind of control that I have with my joystick. But to be perfectly honest, I'm just tired of fiddling with that stuff. The older I get, the less patience I have for troubleshooting things. I'm tired of it. So, I don't feel like messing with it. I've basically stopped. I've ended my series with No Man's Sky because my recording software is causing it to crash. So my solution to that, I'm just not going to do No Man's Sky. I'm tired of having to. I'm tired of having to put in extra effort to fix things that should just work. And you know, if No Man's Sky is gonna be a problem, it's just not gonna be a game I do. I have no patience. I have no patience left for having to fix things that should just work. So it is what it is. All of my other games, I don't have any other games. I don't have any other games that crash when I try to record. So it's not worth it for me to spend hours trying to troubleshoot something. I don't have the patience for that crap anymore. You know, 10, 15, 20 years ago, I might have had the patience to sit down and try to figure it out. But at this point, I just have other things to do with my time, and I'm not interested in doing that stuff anymore. If it doesn't work, then just leave me alone. I don't want to deal with it anymore. Let's see. So there's 36 in this system. They're all icy bodies, and then that's a gas giant. Yeah, okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I got to get back in the habit of throttling up with the keyboard again. It's going to take me a little bit to get back into the physical muscle memory sequence of getting all of this to work the way I'm used to it working.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay, but maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find ourselves a cool. Maybe we'll find ourselves a nice little biological source. A nice little planet to go land on and do that stuff. It occurred to me that it would be really cool, even though I know they'll never do it. When I've talked about in the last couple of episodes and a change to the way the full spectrum system scanner works, to where the frequency selection will just highlight. Was there nothing in the system? I must have not been paying attention. Will highlight on this. Will highlight whatever it is that you have selected. So if you're in the high metal content part of the spectrum or whatever, it'll just show the circles on the screen wherever they are. And then I think an even better way to make that work would be to make it so that you can just select what part of the spectrum you want to see, and then advance through those, so it automatically just moves your thing over to it as you tab. Like you can tab through them or something, like tabbing through the options, and then you can scan them and do all that stuff, and then you can make it to where you don't even need to use the mouse anymore. Like that would be super cool. Okay.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
9 bodies in this system, because I can tell you whenever I'm doing just trading and stuff with my trade vessel, I don't use the mouse at all. I don't even touch it because there's no reason to. I don't have any precision things that I need to do, and I'm competent enough flying around with just the keyboard that I don't necessarily need it. And especially with the big ship like that, I have the docking assist on it anyway, so I'll fly manually up to a certain point until we get close to the entrance or whatever. Then I'll flip on the docking computer and let it just finish taking me in. That way I don't have to worry about slamming into stuff. But I'm a big fan of anything that makes it so that you minimize having to use anything other than a keyboard. This game excels at that, and I really like that design philosophy.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Maybe that's my biggest problem with the full spectrum system scanner, is that it just,
Frameshift drive charging.
you know, you basically have to use an axis control or a mouse or something like that, and just, you know, blindly hunt and peck around the screen until you find what you're looking for, rather than having an intelligent sensor that just filters out all the BS and just, you know, points you to what you want. It really bugs me that that's the way that works. But anyways, I'm not gonna. I keep rehashing the same things on all these episodes. But I brought it back up again because I had that idea of being able to just tab through all of the different things. You move the spectrum selector over to what you want, and then the scanner just allows you to tab through the available options for that particular spectrum.
System scan complete.
That would be super cool, and it would make exploration, like, just a couple of little quality of life things like that would make exploration so much more fun.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And I think that's the problem that the developers have a lot of times, is that they've equated, you know, making things difficult to being fun, and it's like only hardcore people really think that way. Everyone else just wants to feel like they're accomplishing something, and it doesn't have to be difficult. It just has to feel like you're moving forward, that you're making progress, that you're spending your time in a way that is profitable and advantageous and fun. And, you know, I think if the developer kind of stepped back and just said, hey, how can we make all of these little processes more fun to do, like the process itself more fun and interesting, I think a lot more people would be interested in doing some of these other these things that have been traditionally tedious, rather than, you know, just treating it as a grind. All right, we haven't found anything really in the way of. I mean, it has some rocky bodies here. Let's go ahead and scan some of these. Then there's only 20 bodies in this system. See if we can find a couple of these rocky bodies, but doesn't look like we're gonna get. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to find those. So I don't like to waste too much time hunting and pecking around in that. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, if I spent enough time sitting there looking for that stuff, I probably would have found it, but it just takes so much time that I'm just like, F it, I'm just going to move on and try to find a system that's easier to find things in. Whereas, you know, if I was able to just select rocky bodies and then they just get highlighted wherever they are on the screen, I would find a lot more stuff because it would be a lot less tedious and annoying to find it. So that right there is a prime example of why that small but very meaningful update to the way that works would make it so much better.
Fuel scooping.
All right, it's not going to be anything in this system. There's only 2 bodies, but that's okay. We got a few more jumps before we find out. Before we have to start looking to land. Maybe we'll get lucky and find ourselves a high metal content planet with 2 biological signatures on it, because that's almost, I don't want to say guaranteed, but it's almost guaranteed to be the 90 million credit thing we're looking for.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
And I'm a big fan of that. I forgot to say at the beginning of the video, but don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to push towards the 10,000 subscriber mark. And that can only be done if you guys take a second to actually press the buttons. So be sure to, before you click off this video, to press those buttons and help me out with the algorithm. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. I'll try to remember to say it at the beginning of the next video. I got to get in the habit of including that in my intro, because if I don't ask for it, most people don't think about it and they just leave and go find something else to watch, which is fine, but that doesn't help me. Nothing in this system. I think we'll do maybe 2 or 3 more jumps. That'll get us solidly into the 20-minute range, or a 20-minute range of our video, which is when we typically start looking for a place to set down. Reminder that I plan to start doing a live stream on Friday to do my campaign grind, or my campaign story mode grind, whatever you want to call it, grind through Path of Exile to get into the Settlers of Kalgur content. I'm not going to be obsessive about it because my channel's not big enough to compete with the big boys and make it worth like trying to do like a 24-hour grind through the campaign or anything, but I'll spend the majority of my evening probably grinding the majority of my evenings until I hit like the actual Kalgur stuff, trying to grind up into that so I can hurry up and get into the Settlers of the Kalgur content and have what competition I can. So yeah, see, like this right here, like if I could just set it right here, and then, you know, like these are high metal content worlds. I want to be able to press tab and it just goes yoink, 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 yoink. Like that would be so cool if we could just have it work like that, rather than like this right here where I'm having to just blindly fling my mouse around hoping whatever I'm looking for pops up. It's like, it's super frustrating. And then, okay, so we have a water world here. It's somewhere over here. The rocky ice world. But I mean, look at this. Look at how much I'm having to like fiddle around to try to find this stuff. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get scanned on this guy here. I guess not. That's not what I meant. Select next target and route. There's a keybind in the menu for that under the targeting section. Under the targeting section, target next system and route. Oh, damn it! Why did I do that? I'm spacing out, man. I'm spacing out. Been in space too long. It's spacing me out. All right. I probably should have stayed in this system to. I want one more chance at it, but I probably should have stayed in that system and just found a body to land on. But whatever. Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be some bio. I don't want to have to search through 20 or 30 bodies. If we can find like a nice 10 to 15 body system, I'd rather do that. A lot of it's just personal preference, though. There's no logical reason why I do the things that I do. 19, fine. We'll do a full scan on this one. See if we get lucky and maybe something pops up. It's all icy bodies. Boo! That's fine. We'll do a full scan on this one. They're not the bodies around it, or the bodies on this system are not too far away, so it's being relatively quick for us to. There was some geological activity on the other body over there. It won't take us that long to get over to what we're looking for. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. I mean, look how ridiculous it is that I'm having to manually do this. It's so stupid. All this technology and computing power on the ship, and for whatever reason it can't do this part for me. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get lucky and find any biology in this system. But that's okay. We're gonna find the closest landable body. I don't know if I want to land on this. Does it tell me here? I didn't mean to do that. Right, hold on. I want to lock this destination and let's hop into the map. How many gravity? Half of Earth's gravity. You know, map again. You know what? I don't want to land. Well, but it's close to the moon. Screw it. We'll just be careful. We'll just be careful. Alright. I know I'm being a little bit wishy-washy right now, but 0.6G is going to result in a fair bit of yanking me down to the ground. And we've all seen how that ends up working. So I'm a little nervous about going on high gravity bodies like this. Anytime it's an actual planet rather than just a moon around a planet, I'm always a little bit concerned because, you know. But I also like the idea of ending the episode off with the star being very, very close when we land, so we get a nice, massive star sunset kind of thing happening when we land. So I'm a big fan of that. All right, I gotta start mentally preparing myself to do the keyboard and mouse version of skimming the ground, because I have some muscle memory that is gonna make that a little bit difficult. Okay. Let's try to manage my speed as best I can. Get ourselves into the orbital part. We'll start slowing down aggressively. You gotta finagle a little bit because it wants to slam you into the ground. It's like they programmed it in a way that makes it to where it wants to slam you into the atmosphere, or it wants to slam you into the glide area fast enough that you know, you miss the glide and then you end up having to boost your way down, and it takes forever. So shame on you developers for making it so tedious to land this way. It's really annoying. So look how long we're having to take just to get down to the glide. I should just be able to full blast it all the way down. All right.
Landing gear deployed.
Right. We're gonna head over. Let's just go straight down. Try to be a little bit more careful because I'm not. Oh yeah, because it's high gravity, high gravity, high gravity, high gravity. Okay. I get into my little automatic pilot in my brain mode, and I forget that I need to take a little bit of extra care. All right. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and call that an episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button if you did, so that the YouTube algorithm will know, and send the video out to as many people as possible. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so now, so that when the next video comes out, it'll show up in your feed, and you'll be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. We're also trying to make that push to 10,000 subscribers, so every button press counts. Yeah. Channel members get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click that join button. Check out the list of options available there. Decide if any of those are right for you. If you're not interested in a membership but would like to support the channel, you can always leave YouTube's version of a tip with that thanks button. Direct contributions are greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this channel into a full-time gig, which is the dream. So again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Be sure to come back for the next one, and I'll see you then.